to us a little bit about how eager the candidates were to differentiate themselves before Super Tuesday, and did it work?
Well, I think they all certainly tried very hard to do that because, as you said, this is the last chance for probably a good number of them to not only to do well in South Carolina and in Super Tuesday, but to stay in the race. And so you had them trying to single out Sanders over his stands, and he presented himself, of course, as the true believer who wants to bring about great change. You had Amy Klobuchar trying to stay above the fray, and there was quite a bit of fray. It was a raucous debate. A lot of sparring, a lot of cross talk, and people shouting over each other. Very spirited, very somewhat fierce. And then you have Michael Bloomberg, of course, who had a much better debate than last week. Stuck to his record, and he projects the image of a manager who can get things done. And then there was Joe Biden, who is the elder statesman, I guess, who has, according to him, has done a lot of this, and is in the best position to tackle the challenges ahead.
And in terms of Bernie Sanders, in terms of the numbers and the polling, he looks as if he's out in front relative to the others on the platform, doesn't he?
At this point, yes. Although I should say that Biden seems to be in a fairly good position in South Carolina, although his standing has slipped. But I would not be at all surprised if he wins that primary this Saturday. And then Super Tuesday is an enormous. It's like a miniature, not even a miniature. It's an election unto itself almost. So there's many different states, and there could be many different outcomes.